Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be helping install a catback exhaust on my friend Logan's IS350. So we're going to get started on that right now. All right, we have the ARK catback exhaust going on the IS350. It's the 2016 IS350. And this ARK exhaust looks pretty sick. So initial thoughts, quality looks crazy good. So we're gonna get this thing on there and get his eBay exhaust off of here. So we got the jack stands and the car up in the air, and this is the exhaust that we're going to be taking off. It's not terrible. It sounds okay. It's just kind of like an eBay special, but it's definitely due. So we're going to take this off. We're going to unbolt it right here and unbolt this one, pull this down, and then we're going to start lining the new one up. So taking apart your old exhaust, you're going to come all the way up by where the headers are because you're replacing everything back. So we're going to take those bolts out first, and once we get everything down, we're going to take out our O2 sensors. But basically, we're going to start at the front and work our way back to get the old one off. You do have some plastic that you have to take off. And rust. Some old bolts. Rust. So there's a beam that connects under the vehicle right here. You're gonna have to take the plastic off here and on the other side right in the center, pull that down. Once you pull that metal piece down, then you're good to go ahead and start taking everything apart all the way down. You're going to need a set of O2 sensor sockets to be able to get the O2 sensors out. There's a guard on these O2 sensors. So we went ahead and got them out. We did it up here, which is the easiest. I actually ended up using my impact and just getting them to break loose and then undoing the rest of the way with my hands. But yeah, you're gonna need O2 sensor sockets for sure to get these out. Now that we got the front pretty much all situated, back here you're gonna get all of your exhaust hangers undone. We kind of chose just to take it off as one big piece. It's probably gonna be a little more difficult to get the exhaust hangers off, but we'll get them off. It's up to you if you want to take your center section out right there. The exhaust is officially off. We ended up taking it apart once we got it down, but it is super long. So I'll go back on what I said. You should probably take it apart on its way down. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get all this out of there. So everything is off now, and we are going to install the new one starting in the front. So we're going to get the front pipes on first and get the O2 sensors in. So we decided we're going to work our way from the back of the car forward. That gives us some leverage to be able to prop the exhaust up as we're bolting it together, to be able to let it down a little to get the O2 sensors back in. Because the O2 sensors, we're not going to unplug them from the car. We're going to just twist them up and then screw them back in and tighten them down. So we're going to start from the very back. So we're going to get this first muffler in here. Maybe. All right. Okay. The mufflers are on, mid pipes are on. I definitely recommend a jack to help hold this stuff up because these exhausts are extremely heavy. I mean, the quality is crazy. But it's heavy for one person, and there's two of us and we were having trouble. So everything is on, bolted up from back here, and we're going to move on to the final section and get the O2 sensors in. Just wanted to mention having a jack is your best friend with this. So when you're putting the O2 sensors in and you don't unplug them, you have to spin them in reverse and bind the wires up. So when you go to screw this in, it won't bind. It'll essentially break even whenever it's all the way screwed in. You're basically screwing it back to normal. And then once you get that on there, you can then snug it up good, and then you're good. Everything is on and installed. We are good to go. So we're gonna start it up and see how it sounds and make sure there's no leaks before we set it down on the ground. All right, we finished everything up with the IS350 ARK exhaust. So we are done. We are done for the day. I will link everything in the description. And if you have any questions about the install or anything with it, feel free to comment. I'll be glad to try and help you the best I can. Thanks again for watching.